Thanks for spending some moments on a Friday afternoon, even. Purpose of the session is to introduce you a bit to what is coming in Europe, the new eco-design regulation that will be mandatory in a couple of years, and which means that every product, including mattresses that come on the European market, have to comply with. I will give a bit of an overview that you understand what you should do to be compliant if in the future you want to export mattresses to Europe. What is the main purpose of the eco-design regulation? In fact, the European Union wants to limit the climate impact of every product that comes on the European market. We have all these sustainable development goals from the United Nations, and it's linked to that. How can we limit the climate impact of a product that is being produced? First of all, it's during the design and the production phase. We need to design our products in another way. We need to produce, we need to ship goods with as less as possible climate impact. Second phase is during the product lifetime. We need to try to use our products longer. If we know how to maintain, how to repair our products, if we can extend the lifetime of a product, of course it will also reduce the climate impact. And last but not least, at end of life, when consumers dispose their products, we need to take care about the refurbishing, the remanufacturing, the recycling of the products that they do not went up into waste. To give you an idea, the market of mattresses in Europe is roughly 30 million pieces a year. Most of them still get either landfilled, either incinerated. This will be forbidden in the future. And we need to do something more. There is precious components into the mattresses that can be recycled at the end of life. So that's the main goal of the eco-design regulation. And they will approach it on 3 levels. First of all, they will put eco-rules on your products. So that means there will be minimum requirements that will say, this you can still have in a product, this is not allowed anymore. They will put some limits, and if your product does not comply from a composition perspective with these limits, it will not be allowed anymore to enter the European market. And by the way, it's equally for domestic, local European production and for import. So regardless if it's from Turkey, from Asia, from whatever, all products have to comply. And customs will be authorized, and it will be mandatory for customs to check compliance with digital product passport when products arrive at the customs office. There is a strong focus on information sharing. The European Commission is quite sure that by sharing information to everybody involved in the whole life cycle of a product, it will help to improve the climate impact. They need the customers to be aware. They want that consumers that buy a new product, they can make eco choices. They need to be able to compare products. Is this mattress now more eco than this mattress? And of course, they hope customers choose the most eco mattress version. They want to provide information that you know how to maintain a product. Can you repair a product? For instance, can you replace the cover of a mattress? And if so, yes, where can I get that cover? What do I need as a consumer to do with my mattress end of life? Do I need to put it on the street? Or can I give it to a municipality waste management facility for free? And it's being recycled into new products. All that information is very important. And since we live in a digital age, they say the information needs to be included in a digital product passport. Voilà, that's in a nutshell. From a legal perspective, let's now explain how you can be compliant with the digital product passport for mattresses. Before starting to that, just adding to it, here you clearly see that they will score the products. And there will be different performance classes. The lower performance class will not be allowed anymore to enter Europe. So maybe you can still sell it either in Turkey or wherever, but it will not be allowed anymore to enter Europe. And the higher you get in the performance classes, The upper class will get really the eco label, and this will be a kind of quality stamp that is the best product from an eco design perspective. Public procurement, and there is a lot of public procurement, hospitals, government institutions, whatever, everybody, every association, every government body involved in public procurement, for them it will be mandatory to buy the highest classes of eco products. So they will not be allowed anymore to buy products of these classes. So that's also why it's important. A bit of the timeline. The legislation has been approved in the Parliament last summer, but of course they cannot introduce it for all products at the same time. For the moment they are working on a prioritization plan by when does which product need to be compliant. Priority one is of course textiles, apparel textiles mainly, but maybe also including bedding textiles. Not sure yet, it could be that they include bedding textiles, and the expectation is that by the end of next year, they call it a delegated act, meaning the regulation for textiles will be clear, and somewhere by mid-27, all textile products in the European market need to have a digital product passport. Mattresses is also considered as a high priority category, and we expect for mattresses somewhere in the course of 28, the digital product passport will need to be mandatory. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Rick from RRR. RRR is a company providing digital product passports, especially for the mattress industry. That's the only thing we do. We make digital product passports for the mattress industry, which of course makes sure that you are ESPR compliant. But we try to create an ecosystem. So we ask all the mattress producers to work together with us. First of all, to create an ecosystem with a common data set. And how will we describe a mattress? If we make a proposal towards the European Union, how we describe a mattress, and all of us support it, there's a big chance that Europe says, yes, that will be the product passport for mattresses. So we are in an important phase. The industry can raise their voice now and give their input. Since we are managing data, we are fully independent. We are impartial. That means we can safely manage the data of all your competitors as well. We do not only show product passports towards the consumer, we put high effort involving the people at end of life who take care about the disassembly of mattresses and the recycling of the components. And we do this via a couple of projects for the people in Europe. The Surpass 2 project is a European funded project, very well known, and the goal is there to develop something and test and give feedback to the European Commission what is feasible and not. I will not go too much in detail, but this gives a bit the life cycle of a product and also of a digital product passport. Of course, it starts with the design of your product, and during the design phase of your product, you also have all the data, and we call it the master data, for all the mattress models you produce. That's the biggest work to prepare up front. Once you produce your mattress, we need to activate the digital product passport, and from then on, if the mattress leaves your shop, it goes to a consumer. The consumer can read the digital product passport. He can find this information. Next phase is by end of life. We will collect the old mattresses. Either they will be refurbished, either they will be candidate for dismantling. And if they are dismantled, we try to separate as much as possible different waste streams, and these different waste streams can be recycled into new products. As you see here on the fair, there is a lot of polyurethane foam used in mattresses. If you know the composition of the polyurethane foam, we can recycle it into new polyol to make new polyurethane foam. There's a lot of polyester used in mattress fabrics. If you know that a mattress cover is produced with polyester and we can separate all the polyester in the dismantling of a mattress, we can recycle the polyester into new polyester yarns for making new mattresses. That's the final goal. How do we work? Every mattress that you produce will get, let's say, a unique serial number. And we ensure that the serial number is worldwide unique. And how do we ensure this? Because we work together with the GS1 standard. GS1 is the organization that is worldwide providing unique product serial numbers. So we are quite sure that if we issue a serial number for a mattress and the consumer scans it, it will not lead to the landing page of a Nutella pot. It will be a mattress. So we are sure it's unique. We use 2 data carriers. We use the QR code. That's quite convenient for the consumer. Scanning a QR code, that's very nice. But the QR code has one big disadvantage. When you want to scan the QR code, you need to be close to the QR code. A mattress is big, and especially in end-of-life operations, and we cannot expect that people turn around the mattress a couple of times to find the QR code. That's why we include an RFID chip in our label. An RFID chip has the advantage that you can read it from a distance, even up to 4 or 5 meters away. So in industrial operations, the RFID chip will be used to verify the product passports. That's the standard data carrier we have here. It includes the QR codes. Inside is the RFID, and it's made waterproof because it's stick between 2 layers of waterproof polyester. So that means that the RFID chip will survive along the whole lifetime of the mattress. This is a bit what I just said. QR code, very convenient for the consumer, but the picture shows that's an example how mattress dismantlers do get old mattresses into their factories. So no way that these people will touch these mattresses to find the QR code. They will read the RFID chip of the mattress, and since they use the RFID chip, you can also use it for your inventory purposes, for shipping, for receiving. Then you have all the traditional advantages with using RFID in your supply chain. Okay, that's a bit what you need to do. So in fact, it's not that much. And you can say, okay, if it's not that much, the legislation, the start date is not yet clear. Why should I start now? I'm convinced that you should start now. And there's a couple of reasons why you should start now. First of all, it's to protect your business. The second reason is it's a way of digitizing your business. A couple of years ago, we all started talking about digital transformation. That's the ideal way to make parts of the mattress industry digital. And last but not least, it also creates opportunities, new business opportunities, new business model, whatever. Let's quickly go through each of them. Protecting your business. The first one, your reputation. Quite sure, if you still produce products and put them on the market that are not eco-friendly, consumers won't like it anymore. There's a very big chance they go to competition to buy a more eco-design product. As already said, the public sector, they will be forced to buy the highest level of eco products. Already nowadays, even if the legislation is not yet mandatory, public bodies already include eco-design requirements in their tenders. So if you can respond to that, you get bonus points, and there's a big chance that you can win the tender. Most of us need some money to run their business. If you go to banks in the future, to financial investments, eco-design, eco-products, sustainability is for sure one of the criteria that will be handled in giving you loans or venture capital. Why you should start now? Maybe the most important one. If your products are nowadays not eco-designed, you need to redesign your products. And I guess all of us know how much time it takes to design a product. Redesigning a product will take even more time. So that's maybe the first reason why we should start today. Last but not least, in eco-design, there's very much chance that you will need to include recycled content. The main question will be, where will you get your recycled content? If you start now designing your products with components that are recyclable, maybe you can already make partnerships with companies that recycle end of life, and you get already feedstock of recycled content to include in your new mattresses. Digitizing the business, there's various things, especially the people that are in the retail business, binding consumers to you. If they did buy once a mattress with you, maybe via the consumer engagement, they will stay with you and do not go to another brand. You can use it for complaint handling. None of us like complaints, but I guess all of us get complaints by consumers. How much time does it now take to find out what mattress is the consumer complaining about? And is he really complaining about the mattress of yours? Just asking the digital identification number and the digital product passport, you immediately have all the details on which mattress the customer is complaining. During manufacturing, as said, the RFID chip, you can use it to improve your processes in manufacturing and even more in warehousing, shipping and receiving. There you have the advantage of the bulk reading, that you can read many items at the same time when you ship a truck of mattresses. Rather than scanning mattress by mattress, you can scan all the mattresses that go through the gate into the truck. You can also use it, if you do it for your own assets, for your machinery, you can use it to improve the asset management of all your utilities. That's the most convenient thing so far, but please also start thinking about new business opportunities. Recycling of products, it will become mandatory. Recycled content, recyclable content. Please start thinking about that and try to establish partnerships with companies that are already active in that sector. It does not mean that you need to do everything yourself. We are not used to that, especially not in the traditional markets, but please look at partnerships for people that want to work, collaborate with you. Refurbishing. Maybe not so convenient in the mattress industry, because most of the people use their mattress until a real end of life, and the only thing you can do is disposing the mattress. Nevertheless, there's a couple of cases where it makes sense to refurbish mattresses. There are some companies now in Europe that mainly collect mattresses from luxury hotel chains, and these mattresses, when a hotel chain disposes these mattresses are not end of life. There's a company in France, for instance, that is collecting all these mattresses and making new mattresses for people with a low income. And these people still now can buy an affordable mattress of good quality. We all know the bed-in-a-box mattresses. Let's say new companies, web shops, they send a mattress to you at home and you get 100-day money-back guarantee. So that means if you're not satisfied about the mattress, you can send it back. Well, not send it back, they even come to pick it up, even for free, and you get your money back. Guess what happens with these mattresses? In many cases, nothing happens. Just passes the same flow as the old mattresses. But such a mattress is a candidate for refurbishment, and it can go on the second-hand market. If you have a digital product passport, you can use it to collect all that information. Remanufacturing, and that's more the case in the hotel sector. They pull apart the mattresses, and as they say, that company in France, from 3 to 4 old mattresses, they can make one remanufactured one that they sell at a low price. So it's reuse of components. If you offer all these possibilities, maybe you will attract new customers, especially the younger generation. They look at eco-design, they look at maybe using subscription to a mattress rather than buying a mattress. All these digital technologies allow you to attract new customers in that area. Maybe in the professional market, you can lease mattresses. And maybe that helps you by the end of the contract that you immediately provide new mattresses. You do not lose your customer. You bind your customer to you for a longer time. That's not easy, that's new in our business, but it's time to start thinking about that. Most important in this, you don't have to do this all yourself. Please look for partnerships. And that's the main word in the whole circularity, sustainability, eco-design world. We need to do it together. And if you're the first to establish partnerships, then probably you are the winner. And just to conclude on that, That means we are more and more moving from manufacturing products to really manufacturing and delivering products as a service. We can gain some money with producing and selling the product, but we even can gain more money with all the services afterwards. And you know, it's not convenient for a mattress. We are used just selling a mattress and then it's over. And we hope to sell as soon as possible the next mattress. Service model around creates opportunities. And I will conclude with an example of an Austrian startup. It's a small company, they are called Mater. And these people offer the new business model of mattresses to the hotel industry. They offer to the hotel industry a leasing concept of mattresses. So the hotel sector, they just lease mattresses for 4 years, something like that. At the end, they take back the mattresses, they ensure they are recycled, remanufactured, and they deliver new mattresses. They also ensure it's eco-designed mattresses, but they make the link to the consumer. In the hotel room, there is a kind of leaflet next to the bed showing the QR code and say, oh, dear consumer, dear hotel guest, did you have a good sleep tonight? If yes, maybe you're interested to know which mattress. And guess what? You can buy this mattress also in the private market. And even more, you get a discount if you present a voucher. And if you buy a new mattress, you get a discount on your next hotel reservation. That's a company that clearly makes the link between the B2B world and the B2C world. That's all new business models, not easy to implement. And yes, I must agree, it's mostly startups that come with that new ideas. The traditional corporates take some more time. But say my message now, start thinking about these things. It will still take some time before you implement them, but there is no time to lose anymore. Thank you. If you want an example of a digital product passport, here's a QR code. And if you're interested, these are some demo labels that also lead you to a demo version of the digital product passport. Feel free to collect one.